I'm going to give you 3 tips to gain confidence in selling insurance no matter what type of insurance product you sell, so stick around. Hey, it's Dave Duford here at Duford Insurance Group, where I train and recruit agents nationally to sell things like final expense, Medicare, and annuities, both face-to-face or over the phone. Thank you for being here. So how do you create confidence in going out there and selling insurance? This is an important question to cover because you have to be confident, I think, to do well in this business. In fact, a lot of sales are simply made because the people sense that you have a level of conviction, a level of confidence in yourself, your product, your service, and they believe in you and want to do business because the perception they have is how you interact with them is completely different from the milquetoast, moribund insurance agent that's uninspiring and boring. So we want to work on our confidence level. So how do we become confident? Let's say you're not confident. You're scared, you're afraid, you're worried you're going to blow it, you're worried you're going to screw it up. You don't want to go out there and fail. So how can you become confident? So let's start with the very first tip, and that is confidence comes from competence. This is an important factor to understand. And there's a bit of a paradox here I think you're just going to have to accept. You see, I didn't become confident immediately when I first started selling final expense life insurance. I had to develop a competence in the product. I had to go out there and learn the products. I had to study ahead of time before I went out and sold to gain some level of competence. But more importantly, and the point that I want you to take away from this, is my level of confidence in my ability to go create something out of nothing, to make sales where there were nothing before that, is based off of years and years of hard work and effort and committing and having faith to a system to develop my skill set over the many years that I sold final expense, in this case, face-to-face, consistently. So there's a bit of a paradox here. The confidence that you want ain't going to come until you actually do this thing. See what I'm saying? So how do you get confident in the meantime before you actually have the competence developed from firsthand? Well, there is a bit of truth in saying that you have to act as if. You have to act as if you are confident. In fact, the actual sales presentation, selling face-to-face or selling over the phone, is a bit of a performance. You have to think like the famous actors out there. Think the great ones that convey emotion and a sense of things like, I don't know, Brad Pitt or Jennifer Aniston. I don't know if Jennifer Aniston's a great actor. Maybe she is or not, but you get the point. These are people that we remember that do a great job of acting out a script, but are they actually confident in their understanding of whatever it is that they're playing the part of? Perhaps they are, but they learn how to act out the script so they can appear confident. And guys, you may or may not have a hang-up about this, but there's no way around this. You're going to have to perform, which means you have to take on a character of some sorts when you go through the sales process. You obviously don't want to take on a character that's disingenuous or a lie, but you want to act as if you are that confident person. And the irony, of course, is as you go through this process of acting, you start to become the thing in which you perform. So you will become more confident as you see results from acting like you're confident. So it's all kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. So bottom line here, act as if. And know that from the process of actually experiencing success in selling insurance, you're going to gain that confidence, which then brings you true confidence, and it all works out in the end. Tip number 2, guys, very important. In fact, all sales woes that you may have doing poorly in this business, which cause a sense of lack of confidence, stem from what? They stem from a lack of prospecting. This is really important. You will not feel as confident as you want to be when you're not seeing enough people. When you're supposed to, as a full-time agent like I teach, run 15 appointments completed every single week, either face-to-face or over the phone, if you're not getting that, you're not going to see the kind of numbers and sales results. Therefore, the level of confidence you're going to have is probably going to be lower than the person who's hitting a high level of productivity. The other thing, too, that I find is that when you don't run enough appointments, your sense of self-worth gyrates a lot more up and down as you go through the process of running what little appointments you get. because sometimes you make a sale, but many more times it seems that you don't make sales. And you have all this time to brew about this and worry about this and get upset and start doubting yourself. Whereas a person who's running a lot of appointments just simply doesn't care. They don't have the time to worry because they got more people to see. They know the numbers are lined up in their favor, and they're confident, and the outcome is going to be, with enough appointments coming in, there's going to be some sales in there. So the confidence level of a highly active, busy person who is running 15 appointments minimum a week is much, much higher than the person that's doing very little activity and is seeing a much more undulation up and down of their results. So long story short, y'all, do more activity, see more people. You're not confident. You will be confident if you're running 15, 20 plus appointments a week, because you're going to probably make sales, even if you're just an okay agent, not a great agent. So run more appointments if you want more confidence. Last on the list here, guys, if you want to be confident, you got to take action, even though you're not the most confident. Hopefully that's clear. But from the action you take, you've got to get feedback from the result, whether positive or negative, and then course correct accordingly, okay? So you are a work in progress, I think is the best way to put yourself as a brand new insurance agent. You are going to start this business painfully aware that you're inadequate. You don't become good in this business by just starting it. You become good over years of not just doing presentations, but contemplating the outcome of those presentations where you did well and where you didn't, and most importantly, thinking why and thinking through the outcome happened the way it did, and having a self-discovery of where your weaknesses are and how you can improve. And when you see yourself improve and you go through this discipline of course correction and getting feedback and then applying what you've learned and incrementally getting better, you will gain confidence seeing yourself overcome those objections you couldn't handle, uncovering the need or desire that you didn't ask the questions for because you weren't aware of this. And this is a powerful process to improve your level of confidence in selling insurance. One important component that I've discovered running an agency is having a mentor or trainer support you uncovering these opportunities for improvement. This is why we do mock presentations in my insurance sales agency. We do multiple times a week, either a mock presentation where I get to listen to a person's presentation and give them feedback, or you listen to a real life telesales or face-to-face presentation that's recorded so that I can give accurate feedback on what they can do to improve and get better. Many times you're unaware of your flaws. Whereas to the outside world, it's completely obvious. It's just normal. We're all like that in some way. So having a trusted person that's working in your best interest to overcome those and identify those issues is a growth opportunity for you to improve, thus an opportunity to increase your confidence level. So guys, whether you use a mentor or you prefer just to keep all your training to yourself and want to self-analyze, make sure you're asking yourself, why did I make the sale? Learn from that. Why didn't I make the sale? Learn from those mistakes and then apply those feedbacks and course correct accordingly. And do that over 500 to 1,000 presentations over years. Confidence goes through the roof. I do hope you enjoyed this training on how to be more confident in selling any kind of insurance products. And make sure that you guys take this stuff seriously, okay? This videos I put out here aren't for just entertainment. They're obviously for value. And confidence is something that we all have to work on. I'm an introvert. I'm painfully aware of my inadequacies sometimes in life. But I wasn't afraid of actually trying to make myself better. We all start in the same position as a new insurance agent. We don't know all the questions to the answers. We are going to get beat up. We're going to embarrass ourselves. But have faith in the sense that that's what every single successful agent has gone through prior to you. You are going through the process of strengthening yourself from the resolve or from the pain that you experience. It is what causes growth. Discomfort causes growth. And embrace this process. There's no easy way to overcome this, guys. It's going to require you to get beat up. It's going to require you to doubt yourself. It's going to require some work on your behalf. But a commitment to this process, even if you're not 100% in belief of it, I assure you with enough time, you will become confident, you will grow, and you will experience more success in selling insurance. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like if you haven't already. Make sure you check out my website above or below if you'd like to learn more about how my agency works. My name is Dave DuFord, DuFord Insurance Group. Thanks for watching.